Dear Diary, today it's time to get spooky. We're diving into something a little different and channeling our inner vampies today in the form of a new farm. Now, I know what you're thinking. A new farm, Rye? Really? But wait, hear me out. In this new farm, we will be channeling some of the greatest vampire stories of the past decades, from Buffy to Vampire Diaries to Twilight, I guess, and more. The rules are simple. Don't go out before 7 p.m. Consume red items only. And a bunch of other rules that I can't remember right now. Oh yeah, we can only visit this farm in October of each year. So how far can we get? That's what we're going to find out. Cheers for now. XOXO, the Stardew Diaries, Spoopy edition. We are starting a new farm. We're starting a new farm. We talked about this briefly. We've talked about this a little bit. We mentioned wanting to start with kind of a Halloween farm. And obviously I think that's this one, right? The wilderness farm. There's plenty of good land here, but beware, at night the monsters will come out. So that sounds exciting. This is how it begins. What, having one of all of these farms, you can get monsters on any of them. That's what I've heard. But it's more than just the monsters. It's more than just the monsters, chat. I want to start this farm because I want there to be, I want there to be a farm that we only come back to 1 month out of the year. And so throughout, and this is a farm that I'm actually going to play on this farm a little bit on my own as well. When I'm cuddled up on the couch, watching La La Land for the 12th time, or whatever else, I will be playing on this farm. And then on the final days, one of the final days of the month, whether that be Halloween or one of those other days, I will come back and see how much progress I've made. Then we won't touch this farm again until next year. We're really throwing it back. A Vampire Diaries themed farm. Exactly. We got to build Elena's house. Yep, that's what we're doing. That might be what we do. Vampire Diaries X Stardew. Holy moly. What would be funny is if we stayed inside until night, but you wouldn't get much done. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? We could only go out after like 8 p.m. The entire day we stay inside. Yeah, it would take us a long time to get anything done. You could forget about forming relationships outside of the weekends when the bar is open. Her name's Marcy. Her name is Marcy. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. It's perfect. I vote this farm has a slime hutch because monsters. Yes. Yes. And our favorite thing, well, I guess our favorite thing is blood. But our favorite thing could have also been what's the monster musk? The one that draws in monsters. We'll have an infinite supply of monster musk that we will use. Is that how you spell it? 17 or 25? Mary says 17. Well, chat, here she is. Here she is. This is Vampires X Stardew. Our character's name is Marcy. She's from Sleepy Hollow. And her favorite thing is blood. And we are going on a journey. From now until the final day of October, we will be venturing into this farm. And we'll see how far we can get. This is unlike the other two farms, the forest farm and the beach farm, this will be a farm that I will likely be playing just on my own throughout the month of October, so we can speed this up and get further. And at the end of the month, we will see how far we've come, and then we won't touch it again until next October. And it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. I'm excited. Oh, look at our energy meter. Holy moly, it's so tiny. Oh my gosh, chat. Chat, we need rules. What are our rules? What are our rules, chat? You can turn texture mods off without consequence. You cannot turn gameplay mods off. Okay. Okay. Chat, I think we should have a set of rules for this farm. I think that would help maybe mix it up a little bit. Here, I'll move myself down. I feel like that would help mix things up a little bit and provide some variety to the experience. And so throw out some ideas. They can be as crazy as you want. Will this be a JoJo run? I thought about that because originally the idea was going to be to make this a nightmare farm where like the worst possible things that could happen. And in this reality, JoJo has overrun Stardew because that sounds like an absolute nightmare. And so we were going to do that. But, oh, that's true. Yeah, we are afraid of Pierre's because he has an altar for Yoba. Yeah, he's basically the Antichrist for sure. So we can never. So maybe that's one rule. We can't go inside Pierre's. That actually, that would really mess things up though. That would make it really challenging. Yeah, he's got that holy water for sure. We can't even cross the veil. Like we can't even cross the threshold into his home because it's been warded off by the Yoba. You'd never upgrade your backpack. Oh, I hate it already, chat. I hate it already. If that's the route we go, we would never upgrade our backpack. Look how tiny this thing is. Look how tiny this thing is. Okay. Plot twist. The ward only lowers on Sunday. Actually, no. The ward only lowers on Wednesday. And that's the only day we could go to Pierre's. Enter Pierre's and lose a day. But he's closed on Wednesday. Exactly. That would truly be a nightmare. Yeah, no, that I don't think that would work, chat. I like gameplay wise, I don't think that we could survive without getting the backpack. But I like the idea. I like the idea of losing a day. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Anytime we enter Pierre's, we have to immediately go to sleep. We lose that day. So we have to be very careful. Or you can't enter on Sundays. I like that too. That's actually really good. Okay, chat. Which should we do? We can't enter Pierre's on Sundays. Or, so that means Wednesdays and Sundays we could not go to Pierre's. Or we can get everything but backpacks at Joja. I just don't like Joja. I really don't like Joja, but maybe that's the whole point. You know, we're teaming up with the Bloodsuckers, you know, which is also the sports team that we coach for in this farm, the Bloodsuckers. Obviously, I mean, you know, aren't they praying on Sundays? That's good lore. The service is happening on Sunday, so the holiness is at its max. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that. So let's add that rule. Rule number 1, chat. So rule number 1, we can't enter Pierre's on Sundays, which means that Wednesdays and Sundays, we won't be able to go to Pierre's. Rule number 2. What's our second rule? Should we do rule number 2 is that we can never go to sleep? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? We can never go to sleep. So we would always get the penalty for staying out too late. Because we're a vampire. Like, vampires don't sleep. You know? Max hearts with Krobus. Krobus will be our best friend. I love that. Yeah. We thought about that, Hope, not going outside or only going outside at night. The only challenge with that is that, I mean, how do we, you know what I mean? Like, there's not much of a game to be played if we only go out after 8 p.m., you know? Or I think nighttime here is like 7. What would we do that whole time? If there was a way to speed up the time or to wake up at a certain time, like morning, afternoon, or night, then we would totally do that. Like, kind of like Breath of the Wild, we could sit at a campfire and pass time. If we could do that in this game, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Junimos feel more mystical versus Joja feels more demonic. So are we going for mystical, witchy spoop, or nightmare demonic spoop? Ooh. I just watched Halloween Town again, as I do every year. And so I think I'm kind of leaning towards mystical witchy spoop. I think that could be nice, right? Okay. Rule number 2, we have to get max hearts with Krobus. Rule number 3. Tab, what's your rule number 3 be? I'm not really sure. Freckle, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I watched Signs last night. I used to be really into M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, I had a phase for his films as well. Signs was definitely one of them. There was another one that I can't remember the name of that I was really into. And they kind of fell off after that. Have to use a rain totem on Ginger Island to be able to be outside. So we can go out in the daylight, but we have to wear a hat in the desert every time we go. I think it's the others. What if we can't leave the farm until dark? That's good. That's good. So we can't leave the farm before 7 p.m. That's going to make things really challenging. That would make things really challenging, like building things, going to Robin's. So we would never be able to upgrade things. Then Pierre's would be closed. I think if it's daytime, we need to be inside or in the mines. Okay. I like that. So no leaving the farm before 7 p.m. unless it's raining. So those rainy days would become really important because those would be the only chance. Rain totems would also be really important because they'd be the only time that we could go out, like during normal hours. So if we want to see Robin on a day, we'd have to make it rain. No, that's good. That's a good workaround for sure. That's a good workaround. So that's the third rule. So these are our 3 starting rules, chat, and we can add more or we can change them depending on if it seems like it's working. But rule number 1 is we can't enter Pierre's on Sundays because that's when the holiness is at its max. Speaking of max, we're going to get max hearts with Krobus because Krobus is our best friend, and he lives in the sewer, and we love that. And number 3, no leaving the farm before 7 p.m. unless it's raining. So on a rainy day, we could do whatever we want. But on unrainy days, we'll have to wait till 7. Yeah. It does get dark earlier in different seasons, so that might help. Oh, like the fall. Because we sparkle and the townspeople will notice. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love the lore that we've created for this character. Now, chat, keep in mind that these rules are going to apply even when... These rules will still apply even when we're not streaming this game. So even when I'm playing on my own to kind of continue and get further, these rules will still apply. So we will remain loyal to the lore of Marcy, whether you know, it's a real honor system thing, you know? It's a real honor system thing. Okay. I'm going to use my controller because I just can't. I can't. My mental brain. Snuggly Bean, how are we doing today? Welcome, welcome. Rain Totem is a level 9 craftable, so that's a lot to plan before then. Well, it'll still rain, right? I mean, we'll still get occasional rainy days. And yeah, we can go out on rainy days. Okay. Yeah, it'll still rain on its own, but though on those rainy days, we will have to, like, that will be the priority, will be to go to Robin's, to you know, do those kinds of upgradey things. But yeah, so which one is it? You said level 9, is it? Foraging level 9? Yeah, no, that's gonna be important. But then you can't get the tool until it rains again. Oh. Can we not leave the farm, or can we not go in town? We cannot go into the town. What's the challenge? We're trying to figure that out. We set a couple of challenges already, but we're debating the third one because we're not sure if gameplay wise it could work. No leaving the farm before 7 p.m. Now we could also say you can't leave the farm on Sundays, but then that kind of ties in with the first rule where you can't enter Pierre's on Sundays. So is Sunday just a day? Maybe we could set it so that Sunday is just a skip day. We sleep through Sunday. We don't do anything on Sunday. We could set that. What do we think? Let's try and see how it goes. I'm up for that. I think that's a good idea. Let's just try it. We'll see if it doesn't feel like it's working. You know, we can always change it up. You know, nothing has to be set in stone. We're just testing it out for now. Joe's stays open later than Pierre's. No garlic, I guess? Yeah, no garlic. No garlic. Oh, wow, that really was not a lot. Why did I make this giant plot of land then? We're off to a great start, chat. We are off to a great start. All right. I can already smell the money. That's going to be good. It's going to be good for us. Would you only be allowed to eat red items, i.e. bloody items? So fish. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow, so we couldn't... Oh no, chat. We couldn't have our pumpkin juice. We couldn't use our pumpkin juice. What about wine? Bug meat snacks? Oh my gosh, it's all bug meat. Okay. No, I like that. So I guess, okay. I'm not sure if we're going to keep this one. No leaving the farm before 7 p.m. We'll see. We'll see if we'll keep that one. So maybe we'll say red items only. So we can only use like red items. Cranberry wine, strawberry wine. Yeah, so only red items. Strawberries, tomatoes, fish, bug snacks. So fishing is going to be our best friend once again. Since the sun is out more, kind of a thing. So it could be seasonal. So I guess we'd have to figure out which of the seasons we would apply that rule. Or lean into Twilight and we're forced to be vegetarian. Yeah. Use or consume. I think selling that would be fine. No, this is good. This is good. Okay, we only use red items. Or we only consume red items. So, you know, obviously, like, I think wine would be acceptable. You know? Stuff like that. We can grow. We can grow not red items, but we can only consume red. Yeah. So tomatoes will be our best friend. One thing I just realized is you can't make like steaks or burgers in this game. I mean, I guess that would be kind of cruel, right? If you had like, you raised your cows just to eat them. We kind of messed up. I'm sure there's a mod for that though. I'm sure there is. All right, we're just going to clean up this sector to start. You know, obviously stamina is not on our side. It would be cool if there was something that we could, if there was a way that we could get a buff at night, you know, like because we're using a vampire at night, she gets a 20% speed boost. Like I wish we could create more lore around that. Now, obviously we have triple shot espresso that we'll get eventually. It'll be a while before we get that though. So, but every night when the sun goes down, we drink a triple shot espresso. But I don't know, because we would do that anyway, you know? We definitely need a coffee farm. Is that going to be our main product though? So is that the item that we're selling? Are we specializing in coffee? Coffee and wine? Chat, there was actually one of my favorite places I've ever been to is there's a little coffee shop that I used to go to all the time. It used to be near where I used to live once upon a time. And it was like a coffee spot. They had breakfast items, they had a few breakfast items like sandwiches and things, and coffee. But at 3 o'clock, they would sell wine. So you would stay there. You'd be there studying all day. You'd order a couple coffees while you're studying because it was a chill place. They had couches and things. It was a real cozy spot. And then at 3 p.m., you go and you get wine, and then you keep studying. And it was just such a nice little shift in the day where you felt like, okay, the day is kind of, it's like, but it was just such a cool concept. I thought it was so cool. And since I've been there, I have never stopped thinking about it. It was so cool. It was so cool. Okay, so we specialize in coffee and wine. And there was another suggestion that I saw. You might want to marry Seb. Equally as pale and holed up, fitting for a vampire. He's also always smoking at night, so easy for building relationship. No, that's good. That's good. He was either going to be Seb or it was going to be, in terms of romance options, it was going to be Seb or... I don't know, or the wizard. I know the wizard you can't romance, but if we could, it would definitely be him. It would definitely be him. But yeah, Seb is very Panic at the Disco, very My Chemical Romance vibes. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, or Abby. Yeah. It's either going to be Seb or Abby. Chat, I think those are going to be our two options. Can we romance Krobus? I don't know. If we can, then it'll still be Krobus. I just watched a playthrough with a Seb is a vampire mod. Oh my gosh. That's insane. That's insane. There's a mod for everything. Krobus is a buddy, not a romance. That's what I thought. Okay. Now, in terms of romance, though, I'm thinking Seb or Abby. I'm thinking Seb or Abby. I love this. I'm loving this already, Chad. I'm loving this. I'm loving the lore here. Yeah, I'm loving the lore. I think this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. Gonna grab all this stuff. You can get Krobus to live with you, though. All right. All right. I had no idea. I had no idea. Okay. All right. Our eyes are still on Krobus. He is the bombshell in this villa. For sure. right, chat, we're out of energy, unfortunately. So we can only grow, we could only grow red items. We could only grow red items. What are upfront goals? Week 1. Do we care about the community center? Oh, I don't know. Do we care about the community center? I don't know. We can divorce. If we want to go for another. Okay. The importance of reading a sentence fully. Oh my gosh. If we limit what we're allowed to grow, we'll definitely need to do a Joja run. Chat, would you want to see a Joja run? I've never done one, so not really sure. Now, in terms of our week 1 goals, I think we're really just... I think we're really just trying to clean up the farm a little bit. I think will be what we focus on in the first week. And then, you know, better do as much foraging as possible for food at night. Spring onion season. If there was a Joja run, Sleepy Hollow fits. So maybe we will just do a Joja run. It'll be a good chance to see what it's like. Yeah, maybe we should, chat. Maybe we should, because I know some of you have talked about it. I would love to see what a Joja run, like how it's different. So maybe we will do that. It would fit with the Sleepy Hollow lore as well, which we also love. But you're totally right. You're totally right about the foraging, Mary. We definitely needed to go do some foraging. Especially if we're still keeping up with our no leaving before 7 p.m. rule. Wow, this farm is massive. No, it's actually massive. It also sucks the life out of the story. It totally does. Yeah, it perfectly fits with the narrative. Oh my gosh, this farm might be bigger than the beach farm. It's massive. Oh, we got some new ideas. We got mining. I like how different all the farms are. I kind of like the layout of this one. I don't know why. Look at us just cleaning up the farm. I like how easy it is to start a new farm and just immediately dive in and it's pretty cool. Look at you being all experienced. We've come a long way. We have. So maybe we'll put our, when we finally get the slime hutch thing, maybe we'll put it over here. We might even create like a little seance area, you know? What's like the opposite of Yoba? Is there like a, maybe we'll worship Yoda, you know? We have to have our own deity that we honor, you know? Praise Yoda. That could be fun for someone. Holy cannoli, we are running out of energy fast. We really don't have a lot of energy. A boy? Is Yoba backwards? Oh my gosh. A boy. That makes sense. Nope, that works for me. That works for me. Oh, I love it. I love it. This character is quickly becoming one of my personal favorites. All right, so we've cleaned up as much of the farm as we possibly can. And already I'm regretting this can't leave before 7 p.m. rule. Unless we were to change that rule and it only relates to the town. So we can't go around town before 7 p.m. Sorry, I will never worship a boy. That's why it's a nightmare. That's why it's a nightmare farm. You gonna worship a boy? Which one though? I don't know. Who's the worst boy on this farm? I honestly don't even know. Oh, who is this? Who is this? What? There's characters I'm seeing here that I like. Who is this? There's characters I'm seeing here I don't recognize. That's Maru? I thought Maru was up here. Wait, where did she go? Why does she have a nurse's outfit on? This is a nightmare reality. Maru and Shane. Those are characters in their work uniforms. I've never seen these. I've never seen that before. I've never seen this before. So this must be, I don't even know. Melody, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Maru works at the clinic. Chad, you could have fooled me. You could have fooled me. Praise Linus? Actually? Maybe Linus, maybe in this reality and in all realities, Linus is the only pure-hearted boy in this entire town. And our vampiric abilities allow us to sense the will of the men, you know, on this island or on this farm. And we got a whiff of Linus and we sensed nothing but goodness. And because of that, we have made him the true epitome of a good boy. We should also get a dog because that is actually a good boy, you know? Easy gifts for Linus, forageables. So I'm thinking we're going to build our closest relationships with the only good boy here, which is Linus. We'll build a relationship with Krobus. And And maybe we'll get close to the wizard. Not because we like him, but because it's always good to have a magician in your back pocket. I think that's good. Or Maru. We might romance Maru. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, we might, or Abby. We might romance Abby because she holds a darkness that we find quite alluring. You know? That's true. Maru could get us blood bags. Maru could get us blood bags. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Seb is possibly also a vampire. If anything, I could see a real there's a real Twilight situation, you know? There's a real Bella situation happening here in which we seek to turn him, you know? We seek to turn him into one of us. Also, the weapon trait that we will be acquiring on all of our weapons will be vampiric. Because of course, I mean, of course, you know, of course. Okay. This is the lore. This is the lore, chat. This is what we're doing. All right. I think the whole town thing, we're going to do that around. So we can't enter the town before 7 p.m. Unless it's raining. Preckle, thanks so much for being here. Welcome. We are testing a new story. On our Halloween farm. I'm excited about this. Chat, I guarantee you by the end of today, I will be in autumn because I want to get to Spirit's Eve so that we can buy all of the Halloween things. Okay, but I still think if you see a person, you have to go back home and or back to bed immediately. If we see a person, okay, so if I'm running around and I just happen to stumble upon someone, I have to immediately go back home and then come back out. Okay, so let me test this theory. So I just saw someone. So does that mean I have to come back out? I have to go back home and then come back out and then try again. Also, I just realized there's no way for me to get to the beach without crossing through the town. Unfortunately. If it is before 7, oh my gosh. This is going to be so annoying. This is going to be so terrible. Oh my gosh. This is going to be the worst. Oh my gosh, chat. This is going... No, but she's turned... Her back is turned to us. Unless it's 7. Oh, so I can hide behind the bushes like this? Would they still see... Would I still have to go back? I did ask for rules. You're right. You're right. This is my own doing. I could have just played the game like a normal person, but I said, you know what would be fun? Let's try to... Okay, but it's 7, right? Does that mean I have to... Not us hiding. Not us hiding. It's so terrible. It's actually terrible. No sparkle sparkle. Okay, so we're good. We're good now. So if it's after 7, we don't have to hide, right? Oh my gosh, but our pockets are full. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Correct. Or if it's raining. Okay, if it's raining, we can go out anytime. No problem. Okay, we need to get our foraging. We need to get our foraging up to level 9 ASAP. Chad, how do I get my foraging up? It's just by planting things, right? Planting things. Okay, you'll have to remind me of that 7 p.m. rule because naturally I'm going to forget. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, I forgot there's bad guys here. Holy cannoli. Do they not die? Holy cannoli, that one really just... That one wasn't giving up. Mobs with no sword. Yeah, we really set ourselves up here. We really set ourselves up here. Big time. Your side's also not the best weapon. That's true. Yeah, well, okay. You're right. You're right, chat. You know what we do? We need to build a chest. Look at us. Look at us. You think they're afraid of light? I mean, we're probably afraid of light, right? Yes, look at us. Our first chest. And we shall put all of these items away, except for the spring onions. We definitely need those. Oh, rip. I actually need all this stuff. All right, off to a great start. Off to a great start. The number of monsters that spawn is the same. Oh, so they don't fear light. Well, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. All right. Where else can we go? Where else can we go? The night is still young for us. I can't wait for us to grow our coffee and wine empire. It's going to be amazing. It will actually be amazing. I like that I'm just chilling, sewing stuff for a Christmas stocking. Oh. Leeks. We got leeks. Beautiful. I think these are good for, you know, something. Even just starting a new farm is so exciting. I don't know if you all still get that feeling. I'm sure many of you have, you know, been playing this game for a long time. But starting a new farm is just so exciting. I mean, especially this one, because this is one we're only going to come back to seasonally, you know, so we'll come back to this, you know, obviously like the next Halloween. And it'll always be a nice little break from the other farms, you know. I'm trying to follow the stream, but I'm talking to my kid sister over the phone and playing My Time in Sandrock at the same time. Holy moly. And you're here? Good on you. My multitasking limit is a solid 1. Can do one thing at a time. Haphazardly. Can you eat spring onions or leeks when you are a vampire? In my head, garlic and onions are kind of related. Chad, are garlic and onions, are those the same things? Because that would change things a bit, for sure. We decided we're not going to go the vegetarian route, but we will invest in red things. So anything red. Also, did we decide on sleep? Are we ever going to sleep? We're going to have to load up on salmon berries? Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I love the early game struggle, so I start saves every few months. Can we consider not sleeping after we hit level 5 in each skill? Because we're stronger. We're a stronger vampire by then? Yeah, that I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I think if we took the no sleeping route now. Okay, that actually makes sense, chat. I mean, we could invest in mid like maybe mid-game skills, so maybe level like or mid-game challenges, that being like level 5s. So like once we reach level 5 in each skill, I think we'll make the decision on like what new challenge to add. Whereas like, okay, now that we've reached level 5, no more sleeping. We can no longer sleep, because if we were to not sleep now, the energy penalty would really hurt us. Yeah, not sleeping right now, we will have no energy and no food source. We're a weak vampy right now. Paul, how are we doing today? Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, intentionally passing out. Yeah. So maybe we'll revisit that idea at level 5. And then once we reach level 10, then we can revisit the idea of like a late game challenge where I don't know. I don't know. We'll come to that. We'll come to that road as we get to it. Of course. This is exciting though. This is exciting. We got level 1 mining and level 1 foraging. Oh, the field snacks are going to be our best friend. I know there's a lot of stone scattered around your farm. If you have a surplus, you might consider having me build a well for you. Wells can be placed all over your farm and serve as convenient places to refill your watering can. Just swing by my shop with 75 stones and 1,000 gold when you're ready for it. You know, Robin, what would also be a good water source? The lake that's literally right here. But no, absolutely, we'll stop by. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. See, this would have been a good day to go to Pierre's, chat. This would have been a good day. And now that it's raining, it always rains on day 3. I agree about starting new farms. I started a new save in the last couple of weeks, and I'm just taking my time with it. I love it. I know I really want to start a farm. I want to start a farm that I only just kind of play on my own. I haven't done that. Our beach farm is for YouTube, and our forest farm is one that we kind of do here every Sunday, except for now, because right now we're working on this farm. I think for the rest of the month, chat, for the rest of the final 2 or 3 Sundays that we have in October, I think we're going to focus on this farm. And then after, you know, we'll see how far we can get. And then after that, we'll go and do the other ones, or we'll go back to the forest farm after that. Can we get the rod yet before 5 p.m.? I think, doesn't he open at 8? We definitely need fish. You should have your downtime in this game too. I chose the forest farm too. What would be a good farm, chat, to like play on my own if I had like my own little farm? Ahoy there, miss. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. I know he can't tell that we're a vampire. He has no idea. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I'm going to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. There's good water here in the valley, all kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. Also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. I play Frontier Farm now. Meadowlands is fun. I was thinking about doing Meadowlands as kind of like just my own little farm, you know? Go for a catfish for first catch with tutorial. Pennies? Wait, that's in the town, right? The Frontier is so big though. I would love if 1.7 brought in new farm layouts. Like it'd be so cool if that brought in like a new farm. Like I would love one that's set up in a volcano. Or I would love a Junimo farm. One where you can raise Junimo. That would be awesome. Willie probably believes in vampires. Yeah, I mean, he spent all his time in the salty seas. He probably saw a few sirens. You know what I mean? He probably saw some mystical creatures. You know? Most definitely. Oh, Willie's definitely seen some things. So that's here, right? I'm tired today. I don't know why. I don't know why. I worked so late the last couple days that I'm just genuinely. You ever have those days where all you want to do is sit on the couch, but then you remember that you're an adult and that doesn't feel like an option anymore? I know, me too. Totally. Me too. Me too. But I think about it all the time, you know? Like, man, how nice would it be? You know? I let myself sit in bed a bunch yesterday. You see, chat, these are the self-care things that I need you to, I really need your sage advice on. You know, if there's one thing that I am not good at doing, oh my gosh, it took 3 to 5 business days. Holy cannoli, that took forever. That took forever. But if there's one thing I'm not great at, it's allowing myself the grace and opportunity to have a relaxing day. Like, genuinely. I would say it's probably one of my greatest flaws is that I just simply don't allow myself those moments, you know? And I think today all I want to do the rest of the day is just sit, you know? Just sit, and I want to play this game, and I want to, you know what I mean? Just kind of be a potato. All right, chat, we did it. We got a chest. We'll have to drop this daffodil. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let us go catch a fish. You gotta let yourself rest. I used to not let myself, and after 2020, I had a really, really tough 2020. I learned that you just have to let yourself have those moments of potato. It's why I love potatoes, honestly. Resting is good. You deserve to rest. That's true. I mean, you can't bike on wheels that are falling off. You know what I mean? You gotta allow yourself a moment of reprieve and Stardew or crocheting or knitting or whatever, you know. If you don't let yourself rest, your body will fight you for it. Oh my gosh, not the duck. The duck with the knife. Holy moly. But also I agree. I totally agree. I need to take this sage advice. This week was rough, but I got really great news on Friday. Oh, that's good. That's great. Nothing better than getting good news at the end of a long or a rough week, you know? I think that's awesome. All right, let's see how hard it is to catch fish now. Oh my gosh, it's super hard. Look how tiny that meter is. Like, what? Holy cannoli. Wow, we really did. We really got a catfish. How much does this sell for? That's awesome. Jobless in 2025 isn't a great feeling. Oh, for sure. For sure. Fishing's always a rough start, but dang, a 600 gold catfish on first level. Is that how much it sells for? 600? Wow. A catfish on the first go. If we can get like 2 more, we will be set. We'll get the backpack on Thursday. Well, I guess no, we'll have to wait for it to rain. Oh, rip. Okay, no, unless we decide that we're going to lose the day. Maybe we'll do that. I think it's around there. I entered a 90-day book writing challenge. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so you have to write for every day for 90 days? That's awesome. Or is it a book reading or book writing? We caught a shad. We're totally going to sell all this fish. So the question is, chat, should we invest in a smoker? We said we're only eating red. Well, actually, no. Are we only eating red meat and red items? Or are we eating anything that has blood? Because if that's the case, then oh my gosh, this rod is like actually really bad. Small tooth bass. If it doesn't have blood, it has to be red. Okay. Because I guess fish is technically white, right? Like, it's white fish. I don't know, like, because if we were only doing red meat, we would have to. If we were only doing red meat, we'd have to have bug snacks. Oh, we're gonna get so paid, chat. We're getting so paid. I messed up. I got greedy. It is writing, but October is planning, November is writing. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. And December is editing. Had to make up for it. Chad, imagine if there was a prismatic shard in here. I would have lost it. I would have absolutely lost it. right, we got to put some of this stuff in here. We're finding a lot of trash. This pumpkin blizzard is making me so happy. We're gonna sell all this fish. Oh no, we're exhausted. I feel like maybe, oh my gosh, what is this one? Okay, well, there's no way we were catching that. There was no way we were catching that one. All right, so red items only. Krobus. Can't enter Pierre's on Sundays. Okay. I'm going to keep those rules up there just so we can always be reminded of what they are, you know? Nice. Oh, we got more bait. Too bad I can't. It won't let me attach it to this one though, right? No. Unfortunate. I'm going to put all this fish here for now. Just so we can catch even more. Should I try to go catch ocean fish? Maybe we should. Yeah, maybe we should. Veronica, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Wow, Chad, some of you are so talented. All of you are talented. Some of you are writing books and things. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. We're just over here trying to catch a catfish, you know? I love it. I love hearing many of your stories and hearing what you all are up to and the ways that you're challenging yourself. I think that's the best stuff to hear. Nice. We caught a herring. This is really taking me back to our beginnings in this game. Like when I first learned how to start fishing and realized that in the first like week or so, I should have just been fishing. It would have set us up so nicely. But the beautiful thing is coming into this game or coming into this, I guess, farm is really cool because it gives us a sense of where we started. And if I made a Meadowlands farm to play like solo, what exactly should what should my character be? Like my character's backstory. Like I feel like this one, the Halloween one, came so easy for us, you know? There we go. We caught an eel. Nice. What's the backstory for this one? So the backstory for this farm is it is a celebration of all things vampires. We were originally going to create like haunted spooky. Our original idea was to do like Frankenstein, but then we started getting on the whole idea of vampires, and the idea just kind of stuck. So there's going to be like all of our animals are going to be named after vampires. Pretty much the whole thing is going to be vampire themed. And with the Meadowlands farm, I could just create another character. You know, I could just create a character and have that be, doesn't have to really be a whole thing. But the Meadowlands farm would be just kind of one that I just play on my own, you know, and just enjoy. What's the one that has the stone on it? Would that be a good one? There's one that has like stone and it has like its own little mining section. Would that be a good one? Or is that one not really laid out that well? I watched a viewing of Radiohead at Nosferatu 1922 a couple of weeks ago. It was the film with Radiohead synced up to the film. Oh, I heard about that. The mining one, I can't remember what it's called. It's one of my favorites. Can anyone second Meg's claim? Is the mining one, like just in terms of layout, is the mining one of the best? Or anyone else's favorite? Like if you had to choose a good farm for playing solo, would you go Meadowlands or would you go with the mining one? Oh my gosh, this fish does not want to give up. Ooh, that sea jelly is going to be good energy. All right, good time to head back. Even though I know we could fish a little bit more and catch a few others, but I'm actually going to put all of my tools here. And we're gonna go deliver all of these fish back to our chest. You know, now that I think about it, there should be a chest right outside Pierre's. You know? Alright, so there's only a few birthdays that we're looking for. We're looking for Maru for the blood bags. We're looking for Abby's, which I think is in the winter. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. If we can't go outside before a certain time, that means we can't really do any of these quests, can we? Oh, you can leave one there? Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. I love the one with the mini coral is nice for ore. Have you ever played on that one, Virgo? Do you like it? I love the Four Corner farm. Really? That and the Meadowlands are fun. The mining one has a trickier layout, but it's fun. Ooh, I'm going to have to think about it. Because I feel like, what's the benefit of the Meadowlands farm? I do like going into the mines, and that's why I feel like the mining one could be more of my speed. But I don't know. Wait, so we'll keep a smallmouth bass for Robin. Yeah. We'll sell these other ones. I played the Quarry Farm once a while back. I don't remember it well. I also love the Four Corners Farm. I'm currently playing River Farm and it's okay. CS, what did you like about the Four Corners Farm? Is that one of the bigger ones? Would you say that's bigger than the... Sorry. We're such a vampire. We're such a vampire. Four Corners is nice because it has like zones. It really is just a big square divided into 4 parts. Also, so pretty easy to kind of like figure out, I guess, layout wise. My partner's doing Four Corners. It's good for multiplayer, but also great for every section being a separate dedicated thing. Oh yeah, I kind of like that idea as well. Four Corners is pretty big. It has 4 distinct areas, which I'd love for different things. One for fish ponds, one for animals. I kind of like that idea too, where you could separate them in a way. You'd have 4 very distinct zones. Essentially, they all sound good. Okay, let me grab our tools that we brought here. We'll bring our sea jelly in case we get hungry. I guess we'll bring this stuff too, just for our chest. I just worry, would I get overwhelmed with the Four Corners, or do you think I should go and do one of the other farms? Maybe I'll just look up what the layout looks like and see which one maybe. Can we eat the sea jelly? Yeah, we definitely can. We definitely can. I'm going to save it for tomorrow because we're going to go to bed. One area has a renewable hardwood stump. One has a fishing area. One has a little rock quarry. In the Four Corners? Oh, but is it red or blood? Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. We can't eat it. No, we can't eat it. It's not red. It's not red and it's not blood. You're totally right. I forgot about that rule. Ripperonis. I guess in a way we shouldn't have eaten the garlic either. You were with at layout? I don't think you'd struggle. So what do you think, Virgo? You think I should go with I'm actually really excited to start another farm this afternoon. I think I'm going to start one. It's going to be just one that I play on my own. Or should we wait until after this month and then You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be playing on this farm for probably the rest of the month. All right, so we got +1 fishing rod proficiency. Lovely. No, you're totally right. You're totally right, Meg. It's going to take me some time to remember these rules and to kind of try to stick to them. You know, I think that's going to be the most challenging part. Chad, how much does this backpack cost? Try 4 corners for science. I think I might try the 4 corners one. If you can handle beach farm, you can handle 4 corners. I know the beach farm was a tough one. That was a tough one for sure. All right, a new day. I think we should chop down some of these trees. Get some wood. We're definitely going to need it. Chad, did you also hear about the Fields of Mystery update? That the game is actually getting its full release next year sometime. Who knows when, but... And I guess there was a big update that came out. I think there was a big update that came out for that game. The Wilderness Farm, we are a vampire. Yeah, this is our, no, it won't let me grab it. Unfortunate. Three to 5 business days to chop down this tree, and we lost our acorn. Unfortunate. Fields of Mystery doesn't really like my laptop. Oh, it slows down running a lot. So I haven't played it as much as I wanted to. So chat, tell me, if you're playing a game in early access and they come out with the full release, does that mean that you have to start over? You know, like if I was playing Fields of Mystery now and then the full release finally drops, would I have to start a new game to fully experience the full release of it? Oh, you found a geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside? Oh, it depends. Coral Island, you had to restart. They wiped it. Other devs might not do that. That's so unfortunate though. Imagine playing that game and getting really invested in it, and then they're like, okay, 1.0 is out and now you have to start over. You'd be like, well, why did I spend all that time playing? You know, I'd probably do that anyways. I think I'm gonna wait then. I'm just gonna wait for the full release. I did that with Hades 2, because I still haven't really played Hades 1. But for Hades 2, when they announced it in early access, and I didn't buy it because I was like, well, I'm just going to wait for the game to actually be released, like when it's like actually done. I don't know. I've never understood early access, like for a game that's not like finished, because like things are going to change with the game and all that kind of stuff. But I remember early access Core Keeper, they promised to you could keep your old saves. I'd likely restart regardless. It's like Stardew Valley 1.6. You could keep your saves, but CA suggested to restart to get the full experience. Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. 1.7, which, I mean, who knows when that is going to come out? Maybe 2026? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. It would be crazy if it comes out in 2026. And then Haunted Chocolatier in 2027. I'm just throwing dates out there. I actually have no idea. But yeah, when 1.7 drops, we're probably going to restart again. Which is actually fun. That's a great thing about this game that I applaud it for, is it doesn't feel overwhelming to restart. You know, like, yeah, you know, you got to upgrade your things and all that kind of stuff. But it's still like overall, it feels like a fun experience to start over, you know? All right, well, we're out of energy again, so we're just gonna, I guess we're just gonna go to bed. And then I was like, is there something else I could be doing? I unexpectedly became a babysitter. I'm so overstimulated right now. Oh no. Oh no. My old Stardew Valley saves worked fine after 1.6. Partially cloudy with a light breeze. Expect lots of pollen. You see that? Oh, we got our cat. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray, poor little thing. I think it likes this place. Don't you think this farm could use a good cat? Will you adopt it? Absolutely. We already decided on the name. Renesmee. It's a good name. That's a good name. Partially cloudy. Oh my gosh, could we go out? Yeah, I think it still applies, right, chat? What do we think? It's partially cloudy. That's a great name. Marnie would so be the first victim, 1000%. I've got some new items in stock, a deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. So this was tomorrow, right? It's going to be cloudy tomorrow. Okay. Partially cloudy with a light breeze. All right, chat, we're changing the rules a little bit. This is how the Cullens get away in Forks. Okay, so if it's cloudy, so it doesn't just have to be raining. If this is where it's going to be really important for us to check the weather every day, because we need those keywords. We need cloudy, we need raining, you know, stuff like that. I think cloudy is also a good loophole for us, you know. We can't go out when it's sunny. We cannot go out when it's sunny. Oh, how do we get... Oh, so we got level 1 farming. All right. So these parsnips we cannot eat because it's not red, unfortunately. So we're going to sell them. Oh, Joja Corp. Which we will also be investing in because we have no soul. So we got to be checking. Yeah, we got to be checking the weather every day because that's going to be really important. So tomorrow on Saturday, we'll be able to go and hopefully we'll get enough money for the backpack. I think the backpack is 2,400 if I remember. Let me know if that's correct, chat. Yeah, we're doing a true, yeah, this is our shameless run. Pretty much all the worst ways that you could play this game, we're going to be doing. That includes Joja Corp. Oh, it's just 2,000? Is it just 2,000? So we'll definitely have that tomorrow. So we'll be able to we'll be able to get the backpack. I think that's like the first big thing that we have to get. But I think we'll actually do some fishing as well in the evening. So after 7 p.m., we'll do some fishing. And then we'll see if we can get a little extra money because I would love to buy more seeds. I think that would be great. So for the mining farm, does the mining farm give you a lot of, I don't know. Does it give you a lot of resources? You found an artifact. The curator of the local museum night might want to know about this. All right, so we can go there tomorrow as well. I'm going to chop down all these trees. Keep some oaks for resin for kegs. We're going to need one to make money for Joja. You said keep some oaks. Okay. So this is a type of tree, right? This is a type of tree. And then we have these ones. So is this a maple tree? This is I don't know what kind of tree this is. Not really sure. I just know this is 1, this is 2. Then we got the third one. It's a pine tree. Sorry. Oh my gosh. So this is a maple tree. This is a pine tree. And then this is the oak resin. I can never remember. We might want to do some CC stuff. So once you align with Joja, can you still do community center stuff, or does that kind of becomes off the table? Like it won't let you do it anymore. Oak and maple. That's a great name, by the way, Maple. One of my favorite, I think possibly my favorite character in Animal Crossing was Maple. I think she was my favorite. I think Maple was my favorite. Sherb was also one of my favorites. Unfortunately, I never got Sherb. I'm still bitter about it. You know, still bitter about it to this day. Oh, we might have to keep some of these trees. I'll chop down one of them. Oak is the smaller leaves, maple's the looser leaves. Okay. We're starting to feel exhausted. Unfortunate. When does the mine open? Is it day 6? Day 7? Maple and Animal Crossing New Horizons wasn't even the inspiration. It was just a great secondary reference. All great names. All great names are. I love how a name you kind of fall into a name. All right, so we're going to save this artifact. The chicken statue. Oh, let's plant these trees. I'm just gonna keep planting. Just gonna keep planting. Eventually those trees will grow. Is there anything else we wanted to do? These spring onions, I know we're not supposed to. Where do my spring onions go? Oh, yeah, I guess we'll throw down these maple ones too. Now, this is something I wish I had done when I first started this game. I wish that I had started planting trees, planting as many trees as you could. I really didn't start investing in that until way, way later. Way, way later. Look at that knowledge at work. Oh, I forgot about the vendor. Algae soup. Oh, we got beets. We got beets. That's red. The leaves make a great salad. Flounder, albacore, rare seeds, and a red couch. The irony. The irony. I got to run for now, but look forward to seeing how this playthrough goes. Thanks so much, Hope. We'll see you in the next one. Playing Stardew again is always so different from the first time. It feels like every time I feel like it feels different, you know, in a good way. Yeah, which I think is really great, you know, in all honesty, you know. Keith, thank you so much for the raid. Far, far too kind. How was your stream today? How was everything? Happy Sunday as well. So good to see you once again. Holy cannoli. Mods, can we get a shout out for Keith? Guys, if you haven't checked out, if you're looking for someone that also brings incredible energy, brings the cozy, brings the good vibes, keeps me busy while I'm busy during my day, keeps me entertained, you got to check out Keith. I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Stream was very fun. Got a lot of adult life conversations. Oh, that's good. That's always nice. Yeah, we talked a little bit about burnout today, which is and chat giving me tips and tricks on how to avoid it. So Virgo, I think it's forward. I think it's /. I'm still getting used to it as well. It used to be, I thought it used to be exclamation point, but I think it's / now. We were totally chatting about adulty stuff. Oh, burnout's so real. Tough to get over. 100%. Yeah, I think for many of us, this week was just one of those weeks, you know, where you just kind of, you feel the weight of everything. And that's just what's great about Sundays. You know, we get a chance to really just, we get a chance to reset, you know, kind of put the past week behind us, get it off our chest, vent a little bit about whatever has ailed us this week. And then we get to go into the next week feeling new, you know, which is great because it is a new week. So yeah, it's great for me. I enjoy it. Yeah, I love October's though. It's a month that I enjoy. October, I think over the last couple of years, October has become my favorite month of the year. The weather's getting cooler. Perhaps you live somewhere where the leaves change colors, then you get that extra benefit. If you're a sports fan, you're in peak sports season. I think October is when basketball starts again. I think you've got hockey, of course. Football's already rolling through. I think there's something with like football or soccer as well. I think in October, it's just a great time. It's autumn. It's not like that weird phase where you're in August or September where you're like kind of in autumn. Got a raid and lurk though. Food is waiting for me. Enjoy, Keith. Enjoy. And thanks so much again for sharing the love over here. Really, really appreciate it. I always like knowing what people are excited about for the coming week, even if it's something small like treating yourself to your favorite snack. Exactly. Ironically enough, Treat Yourself Day, chat, is tomorrow. In case you didn't know, there was a little bit of backstory. A few years ago, I was watching one of my favorite shows of all time, Parks and Rec. I love that show. I cycle it out with a couple of other classic sitcoms like How I Met Your Mother, The Office. Like usually when I'm eating dinner, I'm watching one of these shows. When I go to bed, before I go to bed, I always doze off to one of these shows. How I Met Your Mother, Modern Family, The Office, Parks and Rec, and I think that's it. I think those are kind of like the four that I'm always swapping between. And I was watching Parks and Rec, and there's an episode where two of the main characters, Tom and Donna, they have a holiday that they celebrate religiously called Treat Yourself Day. It's fantastic. And as they would call it, it's the best day of the year. And it's a day where you treat yourself. You just treat yourself to all the things that, whatever comes to mind, you know, whatever comes to mind that day, you treat yourself to it, you know, and it's phenomenal. It's a great day. And I actually looked it up, and the actual date of it in the show is October 13th. And so it's a great day. In my area of Ohio, we have a made up holiday called Sweetest Day, aka Valentine's Day Junior. I plan to treat myself on the 18th for Sweetest Day. Oh, that's so cool. Sweetest Day. That's so cool. Wow. So it's kind of like Treat Yourself Day. I guess essentially it's a day of self-love, you know, where you give to yourself, you know, and you ask yourself, what is it that I want, or what would make me happy? And you do that. Now, some people do this daily, right? Some people, they find something that they can give themselves daily, whether it's a extra cup of coffee, you know, or a new shirt, or a moment of relaxation, 1 hour of just being cozy, something that you give to yourself. And that's something that I'm really trying to adopt as well, you know, or moments every day where you give to yourself. That's called Prime Day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, but also maybe. Oh my gosh, Rainbow. Pie sounds so good. Pie sounds so good. Genuinely. I would love pie. I would love some pie. Chat, was there anything here that we wanted to buy? Not really, right? We're saving for the backpack. Probably don't want to buy anything there. All right, here we go. I guess we're turning in because we don't have any. The first week I feel like is always the hardest because we don't have any food, and now we've added extra parameters surrounding what we can and can't eat for this particular farm. So I don't know. Sweetest Day is for couples. Some people say Valentine's Day is for the gal, and Sweetest Day is for the guy. Oh, that's cool. Wow, I never thought about that. Oh, we'll plant these pine cones as well. Because why not? I'll just throw those there. I sacrificed a remote to the drooling baby. A necessary sacrifice. Now we got level 1 farming. Oh, we can craft scarecrows. Oh, I forgot about those. We're definitely going to need that. Definitely going to need that. All right, let's see. Can we actually... What do we need for a scarecrow? We need coal. There we go. We gotta have a little scarecrow. All right. Okay, so now that we have that, so we're looking good there. Red, thank you so much for the hydrate, and Meg as well. Thank you so much. So the weather's cloudy today, and so we should be able to go out and about. Let us go get this backpack. And then I'm going to go check and look at the mines and see if we have, see if there's anything over there. We'll grab this stuff while we're here. Hydration is self-care, or it feels that way sometimes. That's true. That is true. That is true. Chad, I've been wanting to read more. I know that's so random, but it's just something I thought about. I've been wanting to read more. I've had this book sitting next to my desk for a while, and I just never find time. I never carve aside the time to read. I feel like it would be good for me. You know, I'm someone that genuinely strives to improve. You know. I need to start reading more. Okay, what were we doing over here? Oh, we were buying a backpack. You see how easily we get distracted? 9 a.m., huh? Interesting. Interesting. My first farm, I focused on farming. My second farm, I got to know the people. Oh, that's cool. What was your first and second farm? All right, so now that it's cloudy, chat, so we're within the rules. We can be out and about because it's not sunny. Start with 5 to 10 minutes while drinking coffee in the morning. Just ignore your phone. I need to do that, Lay. I really do. I really do. That is solid advice. And I know, like, 5 to 10 minutes sounds so easy. And I think it's just taking that first step to actually do it, to change habits, you know, I think is often the most challenging thing for many of us. You know, it's pushing past that mental hurdle of doing, I think, is oftentimes the really challenging thing. Because we really get ourselves into habits, and we find ourselves doing the same thing every day. You know, in a certain way. To change that is the real tough part. My first farm, I made 0 progress until Grandpa roasted me. Oh my gosh, listen, that'll do it. All right, here we go. 2,000 gold, well worth it. And now our journey into this game truly begins. Oh my gosh, I forgot there's another backpack. 10,000 ripperonis. I forgot. I thought we were done. That is so unfortunate. Well, either way, the game did just open up for us significantly. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of... We might have to just invest in potatoes to start, because we don't have a lot of money. We don't have any money. I got on the Discord holiday tomorrow on the schedule. I use the Finch app. You put in tasks and goals, and as you do them, the bird levels up. Wait, what? Wait, what is it called? The Finch app. Hold on. Hold on a second. The Finch app. So you, it's like a, is it like, what's it, like a Tamagotchi? My first farm, my character was named Leah, which was weird because there was already a Leah. If the book is not pulling you, just leave it. Don't force yourself to read something that isn't interesting to you. I've been doing that with games too. Like I would start a game. I would start a game and I would like force myself to push through it because I was like, well, I can't not finish it. Like I can't play a game that I just can't finish. But it's really hard for me. Like Stardew, I think is such a special game because one, I just never thought this game would pull me in. Like I even before we started playing Stardew early this year, I knew about Stardew, but I never actually like thought about playing it. Now that I play it, like I actually find myself, I could spend hours playing this game. It has such a captivating loop to it. Where there's lots of games out there now that like even in my Steam library that I'll start playing and I just cannot get into it. And it just like makes me sad because I used to be such a hardcore gamer and I could game for like 8 to 10 hours. And well, you get older, Chad, and then you just like don't have the time anymore. And that the time that you do have is so precious that it really is, it's a real challenge to like allow myself mentally to play a game. Like a game really has to pull me in because I don't have a lot of time as it is typically. Like sometimes I'll have like 20 minutes. Sometimes I'll get off work super late and then like I just want to like play on my Steam Deck or whatever. And then sometimes I'll find myself just scrolling through my Steam library of like what could I play? What's a game that can help me turn my brain off but isn't like it's interesting enough to keep me enticed. And there are so few games that I feel like can do that. And I sometimes feel guilty because I'm like, well, I don't want to start a new game when I have all these other games that I started and never finished, you know? So if you all have any tips on how to like figure out how to play games better, let me know. Because I do really struggle with that. Oh, I didn't even grab the fish. That's the whole reason I came there. It's a task and goal reminder app. I think my sister uses something like that. It's like a self-care app. Rainbow, what's it called? I could definitely go for a self-care to definitely go for a self-care one as well. I wonder if there's an app for gaming. Maybe it's like for like completing your backlog. As you do tasks, the game or the bird gets energy to go on adventures. That's pretty cool. All right, I know the rule is to not eat the leeks. And once we start getting more access to other food items, we'll definitely stick to that rule. But for now, we just gotta do what we can. Wait, why? Oh, did I already do it? Interesting. When is Salmon Berries again? We have to load up. I think it's like the second week. Oh my gosh, we look so evil. We look so evil. Like we look like a vampire. I love that we created this character. I think I still want to do Frankenstein and then call him Frank. and put him, I think put him in the Meadowlands or something, you know? Let's go see if we, well, I guess we'll go back and we'll put this stuff away. And then we'll go check out the mines. Just check the Finch app. Is the same one my sister uses. Maybe I'll try it too. I think I'm gonna give it a shot as well. Yeah, we can all try it. Okay, I'm actually gonna hold on to those leeks, but for this one, I guess we'll. There we go. $15 to $18 for the salmon berries. I heard of people clipping a Tamagotchi to their water bottles. Every time that little guy beeps, you take a drink. Oh, really? It's a great way to remind you to stay hydrated. You know? All right, so our goal is to we're only going to friend certain people, right? We're trying to build a relationship with Linus. I think Maru is a potential option. Abby is a potential option. And then Seb. I think Seb and Cronus. So we're basically trying to build relationships with all the emo characters. Except Linus. Linus is he's just the best. Yes, give us the sword, please. So the Finch app. I'm going to try it, chat. I'm going to try it. I'm excited. Should be good. I love the relationships in Stardew. I love how different everyone is. Yeah, they really do have a lot of different personalities, huh? I did not bring a chest, did I? That is very unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. All right, well, let's just go in anyway. Let's go in anyway. Let's see what we can see. See how far we can get. Oh, he did give us the rusty sword. Probably not going to do a whole lot of damage, but... Oh, we got a glow ring. Off to a great start. Holy moly. And a magnet ring. Honestly, I thought we were gonna get like a new sword or something. That would have been pretty cool. Early glow ring and magnet ring are good. Definitely a good start. Definitely a good start. I'm gonna fight some of these enemies too. We need the bug meat. What is it called? The bug meat? Alright, we'll just take the stairs. There we go. 5th floor already. See, is there anything else? Bug steaks? How do I craft the bug steaks? I need the recipe for it, right? Higher combat level. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I haven't unlocked the recipe yet. So eventually, I figured it was like a later upgrade. And I guess we'll take these while we're here. You never know. These torches could come in handy. All right. Oh, cave carrots. Probably take both of those. Just keep beating up the bugs. That's definitely easy enough. We're just gonna beat up all the bugs. All right, did we get combat level 1 yet? I remember combat was always the thing that I feel like just took me the longest to level up, which I found to be crazy because we spent so much time fighting and it felt like it just did not. Is combat usually the last thing most people level up? Wild radishes, leeks. I think we have daffodils and dandelions. Might actually sell some of that stuff. Foraging for me. Yeah, for me, combat was, I mean, we had to go to the Skull Caverns and we would just fight. And it still took forever. I spent all my time mining. Combat and fishing are always last. Yeah, ironically enough, I got fishing. Fishing was my first one. I actually got fishing first, which is crazy. But we did, you know, we did a lot of fishing, so. Nice. Oh, I can't wait to raise slimes on this farm. It's going to be so fun. I think that's what I find to be the most fun part about this new experience. Is it feels like we already have a pretty set idea of how we want to go about this farm. I feel like if I were to start a new farm, whether it be like the Meadowlands or the mining farm or even Four Corners, I wouldn't really know what I'd want to do. Like if I did Four Corners, I would try to make them seasons. So like I don't know, I would probably try to make, there we go, leather boots. Nice. Yeah, like if I did the Four Corners farm, I would try to make the 4 seasons. And I would pretty much just try to make each corner of the farm be themed after one of the different seasons. So one would be decorated with like autumn stuff. One would be decorated with spring stuff. Then you'd have obviously like a summertime and then a winter area. But in terms of like how to actually produce items, like what I would produce on that island or that farm, I wouldn't even know. Yeah. I feel like fishing is a love-hate thing in Stardew. 1000%. Honestly, I don't think I've met anyone that actually loves fishing in this game. But I like how this one has like actual enemies on your farm. I think that's cool. I think once you're super strong, it's probably just going to be annoying, but I don't know. But it's cool. It probably helps. I'm assuming it helps you get your combat skill up. All right, let me drop these carrots while we're here. Gotta invest in the crops. And put the rest of this stuff back. All right. Mark, safe from babysitting. I feel like fishing is a love-hate thing too. When we get red boots, we'll really be Marceline. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I look forward to that day when we get the red boots. And honestly, I know that the volcano sword or the volcanic katana, whatever, the lava katana is not like the strongest weapon in the game, but that might be our weapon. That might be the one that we invest in. Just because it's red and it looks cool. It's going to rain tomorrow. Perfect. It's exactly what we wanted to hear. Got a recipe for stir fry. Nice. All right. Oh, that's cool. It's going to rain tomorrow. It's going to be great. Well, hello, Clint. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. It just so happens I have an extra set of blueprints lying around. That's exactly what we needed. Thank you so much. Correct. How we doing? Welcome, welcome. We learned how to craft a furnace. Beautiful. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. When you smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. Well, okay. I'm heading home. Take it easy. All right. I see you've been exploring the old mine. You got the adventurer's spirit. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned a place in the Adventurers Guild. Oh, so we have to go back. We also have to craft a furnace. We need stone, copper, furnace crafted. Beautiful. Give us thy reward. Use the furnace to smelt a copper bar. We can also do that. We are very good at this game. We are very good at this game. They have no idea. I guess I'll leave that stuff. All right. So some of that stuff is done. Oh my gosh, I literally had one right here. Did not see that. There we go. Done with that. And we have a copper bar. We're looking good. All right, so now what do we have to do? All right, I'm going to save all of this grass for when we actually have a silo. Because I don't want to chop it all down just yet. We'll put all this stuff away. And honestly, we probably should take these geodes. Well, it's not. Is it cloudy today? I actually don't know what the weather is today. So I don't know if I can actually go outside. So it's going to rain all day tomorrow. Okay. We could always go tomorrow. Do it then. Yeah. A pro Stardew streamer? Oh my gosh. Or a Stardew player at this point? I wish that were true. I still feel like there's so many things I forget. I think there's a mod that will show weather in the corner. Oh, really? That'd be cool. Might be good to look into. Yeah, that would be really good to show you what the weather is. Cloudy, you know, or like sunny, or yeah, because sometimes I forget. I think when it's raining, that's pretty obvious, but you know, anything else? Like this weather could be anything. Yeah, since cloudy's a bit more difficult to tell. It most certainly is. I have no idea what the weather is today. I know if it's raining or not raining. We have so many trees out here too. I could just keep chopping these, or we could go to the mines. All right. I had to look up Spirit City. Does it show cloud versus sun up there? It's so tiny. Yeah, I can't tell. It's hard to see. It just looks like maybe it's pollen. I don't know what that flower icon means. Maybe something related to pollen. Spirit City, you get an avatar that does activities and they get pets. Oh, nice. I don't know what Oh yeah, there we go. That magnet ring coming in handy. All this talk about Finch makes me think of Fincheroo. Yeah. Yeah, I hope Finch is doing well. I know she was busy with a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'll have to check it. We'll have to check it, the weather thing, on the next day and see if it's actually, I guess we can check it right now. There doesn't seem to really be anything to do on this day. We don't have a lot of money, unfortunately, because we bought the backpack upgrade. The wiki says that's the partially cloudy icon. Really? All right, well. I wonder if that's what the pollen means. The falling leaves. I need to make some of those spring seeds. Chad, is it better to plant the spring seeds or to try to sell them at this point in the game? Well, it says it's partly cloudy, so we are free to walk around the town. A flounder for a stir fry? Robin, you're crazy. You're actually crazy. If you think we're just going to be handing out flounders, you're bananas. I'd plant some so you can make more from what you grow. All right, we're going to take this. We're going to take this over to the mines. We need it. We need it. All right, let's see what he has. No, I think that's a good idea. We'll definitely do that. All right, so we got some stuff, you know, nothing too crazy. My breeze with petals in the air, so we can go out on pretty days. That is very true. And then, of course, we've got the library. Wow, we really do look like a vampire. It's actually insane. Would you consider donating it? Of course. What else would I use it for? All right, we'll give him this and this one. Yes, journal updated. 250 gold. Beautiful. Which at this point in the game is quite a lot. As long as we aren't sparkling or drinking their blood, They'll never know. They have no idea. That's what's fun about it. All right, let's go see if we can make any of those seeds. I just wanted to talk to the people. It took me like a year into playing this game. Like I'd been in year 2 before I actually started really trying to talk to the people, you know? Mara might get a little suspicious eventually. We can always wipe her memory, right? She would never remember. So we need this one, we need leeks, we need these, and daffodils. There we go. We can make 2. Not bad. I guess we'll just put them, maybe we'll plant them on the outside. Well, all right. Oh no, we're feeling exhausted again. I think the beginning phase, I think the hardest thing is just the energy management. And we're out of water too. Holy moly. Look, we don't even have our usual red sparkle in our eyes. We are just completely done for. Oh, wow. I didn't realize. I think that might be the first time that's ever happened. I felt sluggish, but I don't think I've ever passed out from it. I didn't know you could even do that. I thought you could just only pass out from falling asleep. No, we got to start drinking blood, Chad. If we're gonna survive, we got to start drinking some blood. Like yesterday, you know? She'll be okay. Your tooth is showing. Here, have a blood pack. And be careful. Also, my brother is single. Oh no. Oh no. Someone said, what about spaghetti from the saloon? Does that count as red? I would count it. I would count it. Beets, apples, you know, cherries. We might have to specialize in one of those fruits out here. Whichever one makes the most money. It has red marinara. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It does count. It does count. I would say it counts.